Torate and His Sled Dog Dreams by Kristine Pass. In a quaint little town nestled in the heart of Tennessee, there lived a fluffy and adventurous Maltipoo named Torate. Torate's days were filled with sunshine and the gentle breeze that rustled through the leaves of the tall trees surrounding his cozy home. Despite the town rarely experiencing snow, Torate harbored a unique dream that set his little heart aflutter. He aspired to become a sled dog. And with that in mind, Torate decided to bring the magic of dog sledding to the sunny roads of Tennessee. Torate rummaged through Grandma and Grandpa Pass's garage and found an old cart with tiny wheels. Eagerly, he fetched some colorful ribbons from Grandma Pass's craft room and attached them to the sides of the cart. He envisioned the cart as a majestic sled gliding through the snow. His tail wagged with excitement as he prepared for his grand adventure. With the cart now transformed into Torate's very own sled, he positioned himself at the front, ready to lead the way. His friends, a curious group of dogs who had gathered to watch, barked with encouragement. The road became Torate's snowy trail in his imagination, and the warm breeze turned into a chilly wind in his mind as he embarked on his run. Torate zoomed down the road, feeling the thrill of the imaginary snow beneath his paws. The ribbons danced in the air, creating an entertaining scene as he zigzagged through the pretend snow-covered trails. His friends cheered and barked, caught up in the infectious joy of Torate's adventurous spirit. However, as Torate gained speed, the tiny wheels of the makeshift sled encountered a small pebble on the path. With a sudden jolt, the wheels got stuck and sent Torate tumbling into a heap of fur and ribbons on the side of the road. Laughter echoed as Torate rolled around, his fluffy coat adorned with bits of grass and twigs. Torate laughed too, and knew he would try again another day. The next attempt was entirely different than Torate expected, because one day, quite out of the blue, a heavy snowstorm swept through the town. The warm Tennessee air was replaced by a soft, powdery snowfall, covering the roads and lawns in a blanket of white. Torate was very happy as he gazed at the wondrous sight outside his cozy home. Without wasting a moment, Torate knew that this was his chance to turn his dream into reality. Excitement bubbled within him as he hurriedly gathered some popsicle sticks and a spool of colorful string from the kitchen. With his tiny paws working diligently, he set out to craft a sled that would carry him through the snowy adventure for which he longed. Torate's tail wagged in anticipation as he carefully connected the popsicle sticks with the string, creating a makeshift sled that mirrored the charm of his imagination. His friends watched with curiosity, eager to see Torate's creation come to life. With a confident smile, Torate attached a leash to the front of the sled, ready to pull it through the snowy wonderland. As Torate stepped into the backyard, the snow crunched beneath his paws, and the air was filled with the crisp scent of winter. With a deep breath, he pulled the sled behind him, feeling the thrill of finally becoming a real sled dog. However, as Torate made his way through the backyard, the popsicle stick sled had other plans. The weight of the snow and the enthusiastic tugging proved too much for Torate's creative masterpiece. With a creaking sound, the sled promptly fell apart, leaving Torate standing in the snow surrounded by a scattered array of broken sticks and string. His friends couldn't contain their laughter as they watched Torate. He was looking utterly puzzled at the disassembled sled. But Torate, ever the jolly little guy, took it all in stride. He joined in the laughter, realizing that sometimes the journey itself is more important than the destination. Upon hearing about Torate's spirited attempts to become a sled dog, Grandma and Grandpa Pass couldn't resist the charm of their adventurous Maltipoo. The couple, who had a soft spot for Torate's dreams, decided to make his winter wonderland dreams come true by taking him on a special journey to Alaska to witness the famed Iditarod. Excitement filled Torate's heart as he hopped into the family car. His tail was wagging every which way. The snowy landscapes of Alaska awaited, promising a spectacle of sled dogs, snow-covered trails, and the thrill of the great Iditarod race. Upon arriving in Alaska, Torate marveled at the vast expanses of snow and the lively atmosphere of the Iditarod festivities. The air buzzed with excitement as sled teams prepared for the challenging race. Torate, eager to be a part of the action, approached the magnificent sled dogs, their fur thick and glistening against the winter backdrop. As Torate stood amidst the towering sled dogs, it became evident that he was much smaller than his northern counterparts. He barely reached the knees of some of them. The organizers, recognizing Torate's enthusiasm, wanted to include him in the Iditarod experience, so they decided to create a special role just for him. A cozy basket was attached to one of the sleds, creating a snug space for Torate. Grandma and Grandpa Pass watched with joy as their fluffy companion was lifted into the basket, his eyes gleaming with excitement. The basket was adorned with colorful ribbons reminiscent of Torate's playful spirit and his past attempts at sleds. As the sled teams geared up for the race, Torate, nestled in his special basket, became the official cheerleader of the Iditarod. The sled dog sensed his infectious energy, and a wave of excitement spread through the crowd. Torate barked with enthusiasm and wagged his tail almost as if his wagging was to the rhythm of all the sled dogs' anticipation. And so, as the sleds took off, Torate rode in his cozy basket, cheering on the majestic sled dogs as they raced through the snowy trails. The onlookers couldn't help but fall in love with the small Maltipoo, who radiated joy and encouragement. Torate's presence added a touch of warmth to the icy race, and his cheers echoed through the snowy expanse. As the Iditarod came to a close, Torate became known as the indomitable spirit that transcends size and breeds. The organizers presented him with a tiny medal recognizing his unique contribution to the race. Grandma and Grandpa Pass beamed with pride, knowing that Torate's journey had not only brought joy to their family, but had also left an unforgettable paw print on the grand tradition of the Iditarod. When the sun set over the snowy Alaskan landscape, Grandma and Grandpa Pass took Torate back home to Tennessee. Torate, who had become an honorary sled dog, continued to ride in his basket, his heart filled with the warmth of adventure, friendship, and the magic of the Iditarod. And in the heart of his tiny Tennessee town, Torate's tale of chasing dreams and discovering a winter paradise taught generations of pups to dare to dream big, no matter where their paws may lead them.